Brad, how did today's game go, winning 5-2?
All right, there's good, there's bad, and that's in every game of football. I thought there was a few decent bits, a few decent pieces of play in the first half, but obviously giving more trialists the opportunity to start a game of football, some of the young boys an opportunity to start a game of football. You're always going to get a little bit of those ups and downs in the first half. We scored a good goal, but we gave up too many chances. But again, it's a little bit disjointed there. What I wanted from the lads coming on at half time was to really take it to them immediately, and we did that pretty quickly. We scored the goals we needed to score. Another mistake led to their goal, which it's you say you can't account for it, but listen, we know we can. We know that wouldn't happen in different circumstances. So it's good to win games of football. It's good to show that when more of the lads that have been around for a little bit longer are on the pitch, that we can go and raise the levels pretty quickly, and we did that. The only thing I said to them, once you've gone 2 or 3 goals up in a pre-season game, the one thing you don't do is then start reacting a certain way. So we lost the ball a few times and then decided to not try and win it back, and thought that they'd just give it us back, and that's not acceptable for me. But other than that, it was a decent workout. We got minutes in the legs for some people. You got Shorey back playing a few minutes as well, which is positive because he's been struggling. So yeah, there's a number of positives, but as always, there's stuff to work on.
Obviously, you mentioned about the youngsters starting.
Mm-hmm.
How do we see them making it in the team in the coming season? Are they going to be a regular feature in the squad, off the bench, or starting in the squad?
We'll see. Because if you're good enough, you're old enough, and you will play. If it's a part of a development time where you're not quite ready for the level that we play at, but you're getting better, and then it's a point of where do we place them dual register wise to improve on what they've been playing previously and get valuable game time. People need to, if they listen, they will get better very quickly. I thought Oscar did pretty well today, and I thought Corey, some good bits, some bad bits, but he will learn, and he's good. He's a good player. Caleb's obviously young, energetic, needs to learn, but they've had good experience, and then obviously Sam coming on as well, and I just said to them, I said one thing they need to be proud of, because at any level of football it's not very often that academy players end up going on the pitch with the first team. It's a very small percentage, so regardless whether it's a non-league academy going into the non-league first team or a Premier League academy going into a Premier League first team, it's still a small percentage, and so they should be proud of being around it and getting an opportunity, and they need to accept it, be humble, listen, learn, and they'll get better around the players that we have.
Obviously, with Lachlan leaving a couple of months ago, it's quite a big spot in midfield left to be filled, and with Tristan's performances in the last couple of games, could we see him possibly take the space?
I've known Tris a long time. I know what he is as a player. He's been away from myself and sort of how we do things, and at different clubs where they do things a different way. So as soon as he gets to grips with exactly how we want it done, he's got a really good knack of scoring goals. So as much as I don't think he can replace Lockie, and that's just me being honest, I love him as a footballer, I think he's a fantastic footballer, but the reality of it on paper is it was our 4th highest goal contributor. So we've still got the other 3 in the building, we're adding other bits to it as well. So being able to go in there and get someone creative who's got a knack of scoring, hopefully we can replace the goals and assists. But Tris is certainly on his way to make sure he does that, because he fits how we do. He is learning more and more. I say learning, just getting used to being around it a little bit more and more again. He came in at a tough time of the year because we were flying last year. So yeah, he's got every opportunity to go and make that spot his if he continues to do what he's doing.
And then finally, we're seeing obviously Taylor in a very deeper role. Is this something you're experimenting with in pre-season and hopefully going to implement in the season, or is it just sort of like a filler?
So when we've had a number of people miss him, JC can play everywhere. He's an intelligent footballer that listens and learns, and he's got so much better at all different positions. But we needed to get Betsy off early today, so he came and played at right back. He played in his normal position for the first half, but he's gone and dropped in and done what I want him to do. So listen, you can play JT anywhere and he'll be a 7, 8 out of 10. But he's certainly got them 9, 10 out of 10 performances in him wherever he plays. So he's so valuable to us. He's a proper Swiss Army knife, and hopefully just keeps improving, keeps doing what he's doing. But his contributions last year in the position that he plays, I can't turn my head away from. So unless something crazy happens, then we'll see. But the difference is it's good that you can play loads of positions.